The top Google searches in Singapore for 2025 have some weird results, and it could be due to something else. Watch on to know why we are searching for these weird phrases. So, for a start, you need to know what Google's year in search is all about. Every year, Google releases the top searches in each country and even breaks them down into different categories. These lists are not based on hearsay, but data from Google search, which means they likely represent what people are searching in Google. Note that I say it's what people search in Google and not what people are searching online in general. Later, I will explain why. Anyways, for example, for the year 2024, the top search phrases in Singapore are UEFA Euro 2024, followed by US Elections 2024, then Olympics 2024, Taylor Swift, and CDC vouchers. It's common for people to search for sports results, as on a daily basis, the top searches are always searches for results of sporting events like this. For the year in search, Google will also break them down into different categories, like the most searched Singapore news, most searched international news, or even the most searched local and international personalities. This year, if you think it's all about the general elections, you are wrong, because there are some searches that are extremely unexpected, like really. As you can see, the top search phrase is, surprisingly, deepseek, a China-made LLM that works just like ChatGPT. While some of us might have forgotten about it, people are still using it. The second is the late Charlie Kirk, who passed away on 10 September. The third is mortgage quote, which isn't that surprising, cause let's face it, nowadays, whenever we need a quote, we'll go online to search for a website that can help us get quotes from various places. Now, if so, shouldn't this be in every year's year in search? Well, there could be a reason for that. Later I'll explain, but let's look at the next top search instead. It's likely phrases related to the general elections, right? Well, no. It's COPD treatment. Yeah, COPD treatment. I bet some of you did not even know what COPD is. Basically, COPD stands for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, a common chronic condition. It usually affects smokers, whereby their lungs are damaged by tobacco and therefore cause symptoms like recurring cough, phlegm, and difficulty in breathing due to obstructed airways. However, note that it doesn't just affect smokers. It affects almost 5.9% of the Singapore population and 26% of people who are 55 and above. I have left a link about what it is in the description. Now, if that is so common, why wasn't it in the top searches previously? Once again, I will explain later. But anyways, the next search is yet another search related to health. Osteoporosis treatment. Osteoporosis is another common medical condition in which the bones become weak and brittle, and it affects mostly seniors. The next few searches are SG60 voucher, iPhone 17, Babisu, Donald Trump, and Asia Cup 2025. Yes, the general elections are not in the top searches. However, it still make it to number 9 on the Singapore news list, and in the local personalities category, several politicians were also among the top searches. Telling you all the searches will take forever, so you can check out the link I have provided in the description. Now, here's the thing. Previously, the top generic search phrases are usually high-profile current affair events or sporting events. For example, in 2024, it was, as mentioned earlier, UEFA Europe 2024, US Elections 2024, Olympics 2024, Taylor Swift, and CDC vouchers. In 2023, they did not provide any generic list but just different categories. In 2022, it was Wordle, Ukraine, Causeway Link, Queen Elizabeth, and Australia Open. In 2021, it was UEFA Euro 2021, NBA League, IPL 2021, English Premier League, and Squid Game. While it looks innocuous, it's actually a major trend that will change how we use the internet altogether. If you are looking to advertise your business in this channel, we can help you. There are guaranteed views and many big brands have trusted us. Just click on the link in the description. Let's face it, nowadays, if you want to know something, what do you do first? For me, I will power up my ChatGPT in my phone, and instead of typing, I'll just talk to it. All it takes is just 3 seconds and I'll have my answer. Going to Google, looking through various websites to find the answer has become almost ancient. This is especially so since ChatGPT became a search engine as well from late 2024. And for the first time in a decade, Google search market share dropped below 90% once ChatGPT search came into the picture. The fall is expected to continue, as experts agree that traditional search engine searches will drop more, with AI-powered search to grow up to 35% annually from 2025. Simply put, the Google year in search might no longer be a good representation of what we search, since many of our searches are through AI chatbots. That explains why we are seeing health-related search phrases. Firstly, the seniors who have yet to move on to AI chatbots are still using Google searches. And secondly, which is also very plausible, is for important facts like health issues, we still want to rely on highly reliable sources, like from websites like WebMD or Health9. Also, we use Google to search for websites we want to go instead, like websites to help us get quotations. So basically, yes, it's likely that Google search is going to be part of history soon. In the meantime, do you know that in 2026, bottled and canned drinks in Singapore are going to cost more unless you recycle the containers? Watch this to know the 10 important changes that will take effect from 2026. Also, follow me on Instagram if you have not done so, as we publish exclusive short videos there, link in description. And if you want to advertise with us, even as a standalone video, do contact us. Thank you for spending almost 5 minutes with me. I really appreciate it and hope you learned something.